Hello everyone, I'm Mr.Rezhwan. I'm mathematics teacher at Genius Educational Community. I will explain mathematics for grade 9. If you have any problem and if you want to improve your level, you can join my YouTube channel. Now we start with chapter 1, lesson 1. Lesson 1 is square root. We start with the definition of square root. We start with the definition of perfect square. Perfect square is a number that can be expressed as the product of an integer number by itself, or we can say perfect square is a number we can get from multiply two identical number. Identical number means we have two same number. If you look at the list of perfect square, these are perfect square. Why we call that these are perfect square? Because we can get each number by multiply two identical number. For example, we can say 4 is perfect. 4 is perfect square. Why? Because we can get 4 from multiply two identical number, two same number. So we call 4 is perfect square. And 9 is perfect square. Why 9 is perfect square? Because we can get from multiply two same number, or we can say from multiply two identical number. Okay, we can get 9 from multiply 3 by 3. Okay, and 16 is perfect square because we can get 16 from multiply 4 by 4. And 121 is perfect square. Why? Because we can get 121 from multiply by 11 times 11 until 400. Okay, 400 is perfect square because we can get 400 from multiply 20 by 20. These are perfect square. And to find the square root of perfect square is easy. We can find the square root of perfect square directly. What's the square root of perfect square? The square root of perfect square is one of two identical of the perfect square. For example, the square root 4 directly we can say is 2. Why? Because 4 is perfect square and the square root of perfect square is one of two identical number. And the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 121 is 11. The square root of 100 equal what? Equal 10. But for non-perfect square, we have to, if you look at the note, for non-perfect square, we need to close perfect square that the number located between them. We have to choose two perfect square that the number located between them. For example, if you look at the square question 1, square root 55 is between which pair of the following numbers? Now, what should we do? How can we find it? Look. Now, we need to bring two perfect square that 55 located between them. If you look at 5 and 6, it means we have 5 times 5 is 25. Okay? And 6 times 6 equal what? 36. So, 55 between 25 and 36? No. A is not correct. B. 7 and 8. It means we have 7 times 7. 7 times 7 we get 49. And 8 times 8 we get 64. Now, 55 is between 49 and 64. Yes, because 55 is greater than 49 and less than 64. So the right answer is B. Look at question 2. Question 2. The square root 13 is between which pair of the following numbers? 2 and 3, negative 2 and negative 3, negative 4 and negative 5, 3 and 4. Now, we have to bring this one multiplied by itself if 13 between them, so it's the right answer. Now, if we check D, we have 3 and 4. 3 times 3, we get what? We get 9. And 4 times 4, we get 16. Now, 13 between 9 and 16? Yes. So, we can say the square root of 13 between what? Between 3 and 4. Okay? Now, question 3. We have square root 40 is between which pair of the following numbers? Square root 40 40 between which pair the following numbers. Now, let me check. 5 times 5, we get what? 25. And 6 times 6 equal what? Equal 36. 40 between 25 and 36, no. Because 40 is greater than both of them. So it's not correct. And B, 7 and 8. 7 times 7, we get what? 49. And 8 times 8, we get 64. Now, 40 between them, no. Because 40 is less than both of them. So it's not correct. Then, 8 and 9. 8 and 9, 8 times 8 we get 64, and 9 times 9 we get 81. It's not correct because 40 is less than both of them. Now, D 6 times 6 we get 36, and 7 times 7 we get 49, and 40 is between 36 and 49. Yes, so the correct answer is D. Okay. Question 4. Square root 250 is between which of the following numbers? 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, and 16, 16 and 17. Let me check. 9 times 9 we get 81. And 10 times 10 we get 100. 250 between 81 and 100? No. Because 250 is greater than both of them. And 11 times 11, 12 times 12. 11 times 12 we get 121. And 12 times 12 we get 144. So 250 is greater than both of them, so it's not correct. Now we need to check 50 times 50 and 60 times 16. Okay, look. 50 times 15 we get 225, and 16 times 16 we get 256. So we can say the square root of 250 is between what? 15 and 16. Now, if we have negative with the square root, for example, we have negative square root 52. Okay, we have a negative without square root, okay? If we have negative without square root, directly, one of the answers is negative. So we can say positive answer is not correct. So we can say 7 and D, it's not correct. So we have to check A and B. Why we check A and B? Because we have negative in front of the square root. So we have to check only A and B. Now 5 times 5 we get what? 25. And 6 times 6 we get 36. 52 between 25 and 36, it's not correct. Why? Because 52 is greater than both of them. Then we can say B is the right answer. Why? Because 7 times 7 we get 49, and 8 times 8 we get 64. Now we can say 52 between them, then put down the negative sign, okay? Question is, which square root lies between 14 and 15? Now we have different question. It said which square root lies between 40 and 15. If we have an example like this, we have to each number multiply by itself, okay? Now we have 14 times 14, we get what? 196. And 15 times 15, we get what? 225. 225. Now, what square root lies between 196 and 225? So we can say it's 220. It's not correct. Question B. Question B is 220. Now, we can say 188 is between 109 skis and 225. No, because it's less than both of them. And 277 is greater than both of them. It's not correct. 324, it's greater than both of them. Now we can say 220 is between 190 skis and 225. So it's the right answer. Question 7. Question 7. What square root lies between 10 and 11? As we said if we have an example like this, we have to multiply each number 10 and 11 by itself. Then find the square root that located between them. Okay? Now 10 times 10, we get 100. And 11 times 11, we get 121. Now, what's square root between them? 230 is greater than both of them, it's not correct. And 90 is less than both of them, it's not correct. 125 is greater than both of them, it's not correct. But if you look at 110 is between them. 110 greater than 100 and less than 121. So we can say the right answer is 110. So A is the right answer. Last question is, what square root lies between, what square root lies between -5 and -6? As we said, we have to multiply each number by itself, then we decide one of them is the right answer. Okay, as we said, first don't focus on negative. Directly we choose a positive number. 5 times 5 we get 25. 6 times 6 we get 36. Okay, now, which number between 25 and 36? If you look at, if you look at 14 and negative square root of 14 is greater than both of them. So directly we can say C and D is not correct. Now, we have A and B. What's A? We have negative square root 33 and positive square root 33. Look at the question. The question said, which square root lies between -5 and -6? So it means we have negative square root. Okay, now we can choose the square root of 33. It's the right answer. But if the question is, what square root lies between 5 and 6, we have to choose B. Why? Because we have positive 5 and positive 6. Okay? Okay, now I'm done. I hope you get benefit with our lesson. I will see you next lesson. Have a great day. Bye-bye.